Welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot 4 playthrough, and now that I've done with Bears repeating, I'll be able to find out what happens in building bridges with Tawna. So, let's get on with it. Oh, what the hell? Ugh, looks like I've got a lot of stuff to do. Oh dear.
Ooh, must have left my jacket in the Bermuda Quadrangle.
Bermuda Quadrangle? Oh my goodness gracious me. It seems like the cold must be playing with your head though, Tawna. Oh dear, poor Tawna. Something must be really going badly. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure that the OG Crash's Universe Tawna must be still doing some adventures. But I don't think she would go as far in the extreme as the Antarctica. Ooh. Or should I say the Neo-Tarctica. Alright. Oh, I better beware of these whole panels, because...
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Oh, having a kind of a beach-gasm now. But to be fairly honest, I hate these panels. These panels can go suck a dick. The reason being, you have to be so accurate when you have to go through these, these whole things. Just in case you accidentally get electrocuted. Okay. I've got to beware of these whole panels. Nice. This part in particular can go eat itself. Look at that. That kind of really hurt. That was bad. But thankfully, I was able to use the invincibility frames to get through, and whoop, here it is. Here's the part. Here's the part where we build the bridge with all the nitros to let Coco and Crash through. There we go. Once again, Tawna has done it right. And we've got Kapunawa to help us detonate the nitros. Alright, here we go. And there we go. That's that done. I can see Coco's little crawling animation looking so sinister like always. Like in this game. Oh, god damn it. Not again. Ugh, god damn it. No, Cortex. You're not getting away with that. Oh, this bonus stage is a pain in the ass. The reason being, that happens. Ugh. Oh dear, look at that. So I think I might have done that good with that. I might as well. Right. Right, better get going. And that blew up 3 of the boxes I needed to break, but at least that adds to the tally, because of course, got to get out of the way, you ridiculous flame boxes. Flame grill boxes. Jesus Christ. Alright, get out of the way. Let's see if I can reach it. Done it. Took me a lot of attempts to get this done. And that really was how I hate that bonus stage. But once again, we have to go through Polar again. But this time around, this whole stage... Now, in order to get in the gems, you have to be so precise with the single boxes. And I'll show you that while the multiple boxes have been fixed, look at that. The hitboxes can still needs to be exactly precise for single boxes. I mean, you don't have to be precise for multiple boxes, but the single boxes, you have to be spot on. I mean, now this is kind of like fixing the hitboxes, but if you aren't spot on or around the area, that's it. You're not getting that box. See, that happened again. That happened once again. So basically, unfortunately, I'm going to say this right now, I will not be adding those 2 deaths onto the tally. Reason being, it's due to bullshit. So basically, I will be having, I will be not adding these deaths onto my tally of push-ups or sit-ups, but mostly because that right there, that was basically not my fault. Mostly because, of course, it was the hitbox that kind of really made me, not be able to hit it. And I really questioned why the hitboxes in this game really were pretty wonky at times. I thought the hitboxes were like complete wonky dick in Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy, but this, oh my god.
Can you tell?
Well, I'm not having fun, especially with what you're trying to do, trying to make me lose you. But of course, we know what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be like, we're going to be getting Cortex next. And he's escaped to his blimp, but we're going to try and stop him before he gets away. And we've just caught the ship just in time. So I can finally be able to confront Cortex and make a stop to his sinister plans. Oh, that's fake Crash skin. But I will be unlocking that anytime soon. But we'll get into the next dimension. We'll get back to the dimensional map, and we are going to be clobbering up Cortex for the 4th time. Sorry about that. I just needed to sip some coffee. Alright, so now we are going to go on to Cortex's... We're now going to finally defeat Cortex in 4th time's a charm.
Crash Bandicoot, it's about time. This is going to be just like the old days, except this time, everything will go according to my plan.
Well, we'll see about that.
Upgrades to my blimp. Brain of giant deadly missiles.
Look at all that. We're going to have to go through those missiles and try and avoid them. Whoa, whoa. Dear me. Woo, woo.
Deploy.
Uh-oh.
Fun fact, Punchbot Mark II is one better.
No, it isn't.
Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you, not me.
Well, the good thing about this fight is that you have Caputa in order to basically slow down time if things get too overwhelming. And of course, to get through these purple tornadoes. Uh-oh, let's get that punch bot. And, yep, there we go.
Stop!
I will not stop. Uh-oh, here we go.
Is my own design.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ugh, God, that missile got me. I got gypped. Whoa, 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 whoa. I should have actually used the...
That Bandicoot Punchbot?
Oh my God. Don't you think about it. Gotcha.
Well, if you won't play
fair, then neither will I. Oops, did I do that? Dear, that's just absolutely...
Kill the Bandicoot, crush the Bandicoot, smash in its head.
Why are you trying to be like Elmer Fudd now, Cortex? What the hell?
I wonder what happens if I hit all the buttons at once.
I am trying... Uh-oh, me doing that...
Feel the wrath of Cortex.
Ooh, a nice reference to the non-existent fork. To the fork wall that is officially not even canon at all. No offense to anybody who liked the Wrath of Cortex, but I don't consider it canon anymore because of this game's canonicity. Whoa! Now we finally got him.
Blasted bandicoots! Must we keep going around and around like this? Tell me, Crash, is this all there is? Forever?
He's trying to do the Wily again.
No.
Oh!
Unable to handle this simplest of tasks.
Slow collect all you want. I quit. If you need me, I'll be on a tropical island somewhere. Alone.
How fortunate. You see, I no longer have needs for our alliance. I found a new partner and a new plan.
You were scheming behind my back?
What?
The Rift Generator has capabilities beyond your eager imagination. You were content to simply rule over space and time, but I'd rather start from scratch. Erase it all. Wipe the slate clean. I'm going to reset the timeline and rebuild it to my liking. Become a god, which means you won't exist. And neither will those featherbrained masks or those meddling marsupials.
Oh my god.
By that pompous peacock? I'd like to see him try after I shove that tuning fork up his...
But not if we get to him first.
It appears we have a common enemy. Perhaps there's a way out of our endless cycle after all. Huh? Okay.
Oh god damn it, Crash. Why did you have to be so, team up with your old arch nemesis? The Cortex was about to say a naughty word, but apparently he got interrupted. Ooh, where are we going to next? Ooh, we're gonna go off to what I consider to be the prehistoric time. Alright, so let's go and... Uh-oh! Cortex falls and goes back to own again. Must be an endless cycle. Alright, so we're off to the Eggipus Dimension. Where, of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's get those cave skins out and let's go with the blast to the past. Ooh, dear me, look at all that. Whoa. So basically, here is the prehistoric time, folks. Basically, where the marsupials now become the cave rats. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh dear, I have to wait, haven't I? Oh, I couldn't reach it in time. God damn it. Oh dear. Now these things can be pretty painful to go through. Now this is where the game gets rather ridiculously hard. And I mean ridiculously hard. The enemies kind of can't. Sometimes it is easy to basically die more times. Oh. And of course, and this is where things can get more trickier than that. Oh, and I just inadvertently ran into that, haven't I? Damn it. God damn it. Oh dear. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's get back to it again. Here we go. Looks like I'm gonna have to pop the box again. I'm gonna wait it out. Come on, let's go. Oh, damn it, I've missed again. Oh, damn. No. Come on, I need to get through. These things are really annoying. That's the thing, right? I just don't like how these things keep like delaying me. That box is probably the trickiest to get out of all that. I mean, I play this game quite often, and I know how to get this done. Alright, got it. Alright, I am fine with, of course, those plants like sweeping their tongues across the floor because it's much more easier to dodge them. Yeah, but the only reason why I got more lives got a lot of life is that I basically, it's really the game is very generous with lives. Yeah, and there's one thing that DSP never ever does is basically grind for life, basically gets lives and preserves them. He's always losing lives in these kinds of games. Platformers have always been Darksideville's worst ever thing. Darksideville, I mean, when he played this game, I was like, I was hoping he'll play classic because the fact that he had experience with the Crash Bandicoot series, but unfortunately he decided to play modern because, well, let's just be honest and with ourselves. Darksideville is one of the most baby mode gamers I've ever seen in my entire life. But we'll talk about this later because right now here comes another bonus stage which I'm not particularly a big fan of. Look at that. That's Lolo. That's Lolo from Wrath of Cortex. Oh, speaking of Wrath of Cortex, we've got some Wrath of Cortex. We got a few Wrath of Cortex memes. Oh, and I fucked up. And I basically messed up, didn't I? Oh, damn it. I really messed up, didn't I? Well, thank goodness I had to die, didn't I? In bonus stage. Now that's what I was supposed to do, but unfortunately, all the bonus stages in the later half would become a lot more, trickier to overcome. Ooh, I managed to get through. I've got through now, so yes, done it. It's been long since I played this area of the game because, of course, I had to go for the 106%. It has been one of the most trickiest games I've ever played. Right, let's go. And yeah. But yeah, going back to the subject of Darksideville, the real reason why this guy never ever likes platformers is because it never ever fits his baby mode skill. Modern mode, well, unfortunately, he would never ever have the challenge of, playing on a higher difficulty like retro mode for gamers who are massively Crash Bandicoot veterans. As you probably can tell, I basically pick retro because of the usage of limited lives, but the real reason being is because, well, at least I'm a man, not a man-child, who doesn't even know how to play a game at all, let alone trying to basically make entertaining, meaningful content for people, especially considering that I have, compared to a person who is 5 years his junior, half a decade younger than Darksideville. The reason being is at least I make content that is much more valuable to anybody rather than just Darksideville's incredibly boring, very unentertaining and very uninteresting gaming skills. No, sorry. Sorry, I have to readjust myself. At least watching somebody who plays games much better with much more meaningful commentary and talking about something about anything such as gaming or anything that's on subject nearer to what the game is about. At least it makes this more meaningful than Darksideville's garbage. The fact is, DSP's stupidity of bad gaming skills makes this even more of a makes his playthrough more of a train wreck. Ugh. As you probably can tell, at least my commentary is a little bit more, interesting. At least I'm more engaged to the gameplay rather than just Darksideville, because there's tons of dead air. Like, majority of the time, there's very rarely that he talks about the game or anything like that, but it's Darksideville. I don't think I would. No, my critics wouldn't even change it, anything. So with that being said, folks, welcome. Let's get on with the first Cortex stage, shall we? Ooh dear, Corty, you're up next.
Let's see how these prehistoric predators like my blaster's new settings.
And I saw Rocco in the rocks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Elementals makes a cameo appearance on certain carvings in the whole thing, in the whole stages. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what I consider to be the Cortex stages, and can I just be 100% honest? These are not my favorites. These are not my This is not my favorite gameplay style in the game. Like, I am gonna be honest with you. I don't like Cortex's stages. There are a rare number of stages. Like, this is a good starting platform for Cortex. My biggest problem is that most of the time he kind of like he can dash, he can shoot lasers to blockify anybody, which makes for kind of a creative ways to do to platform. But other than that, unfortunately, Cortex's gameplay just doesn't seem to be doesn't offer much in terms of trying to get of innovation. That, and also his gameplay kind of is a bit finicky. His controls kind of are a bit too tanky. I mean, and a bit loose at times. I mean, I know I kind of think that could be a bit of a unfair criticism to his gameplay, but it's legit. I just didn't like Cortex's gameplay in this game. I mean, out of a lot of people would say, oh, but that's your opinion. Everybody thinks Tawna's is the worst. But as for Tawna, now here's the difference. For Tawna, however, her gameplay at least is more, is more akin to that of a platformer like Ratchet and Clank with her hookshot gameplay and her double jump. Kind of like how Ratchet handles things in his games. Dingo Dial has the vacuum gun, which makes platforming very interesting. But for Cortex, well, even though this kind of is a bit innovative, I just feel like Cortex's gameplay just wasn't met with the fullest potential, to be fairly honest. I'm trying to find the words to say of how to describe Cortex's gameplay accurately, but I think Cortex is my least favorite character out of the three characters in this game. Cortex is my least favorite. It's my opinion, so don't. Anybody who likes Cortex, don't.
I've never tried a volcano lair. Do good guys have volcano lairs?
I don't think.
Much to learn.
I don't think they do, Cortex, unless you're part of the Discovery Channel. Oh, and I had to land all that, didn't I? And sometimes, whenever you do the dash in midair, Cortex actually floats in midair for a second, but sometimes some of the platforming can be a bit. I just think the platforming of Cortex is quite slippery. Kind of feels a bit,
On second thought, no volcano lair. I can feel my nostril hairs sizzling.
Jesus. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Too much information, Corty. Now, I'm no offense to anybody who likes Cortex's gameplay, but why did he just clip through the whole mountain? Oh my god. But no offense, but I just felt that Cortex's gameplay just I just feel that could have been a little bit fine-tuned in terms of the control department. Yeah, anything like that. But I just feel like
Haven't seen mushrooms that big since I left the Gigantizotron running overnight.
wow, Cortex, you're very prone to accidents, aren't you? But yeah, as I was saying, I really think that Cortex should stay. And I think Cortex should stay I just feel Cortex as a playable character, he does have potential, but I just feel like there needs to be a bit. I just feel like if Cortex makes a playable appearance in a future mainline Crash Bandicoot game, they might need to tweak. They might need to, kind of fine-tune his gameplay a little bit just to make it a little bit more comfortable to go through. And sometimes you do get a few, you know, and sometimes it does kind of like that. If you see there, if you do use his air dash at the wrong time, you will fall off the stage as a result. Which, although it was my fault, I think that was also partly the fault of, you know, Cortex's gameplay being a bit, you know, being kind of, you know, not very well fine-tuned, if you know what I mean. If Toys for Bob or Beanox would have a good, you know, you can be able to use the gameplay to their advantage, then I think it would be best to just, you know, just fine-tune the gameplay until we're pretty happy with the results. So yeah, not to say that I think Cortex is is totally terrible, but I just feel like it kind of suffers from quite a few number of, you know, kind of a number of, you know, flaws that kind of really holds the gameplay back. Such a shame. It's a shame, really, considering that Cortex has good opportunity. This is good potential. I mean, the concept of Cortex playable in the stages is pretty cool. I mean, they did that previously with Quest to Insanity, but for Cortex's second playable period, I just feel like it kind of should have had a bit of a better fine-tune, in my honest opinion. But maybe that's just me, but I kind of liked Tawna and Dingodal's gameplay a lot better, though, so... But then again, it's my opinion, so at the end of the day, so hopefully everybody doesn't feel offended. Alright, so we've just unlocked the Cortex timeline level, so we're going to go back to where Cortex basically blew up the ship in the alternate timeline level of Snow Way Out. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time for when we're going to continue on with the story and see what happened when Cortex blew that ship up in the 11th dimension. So I'll see you guys in part 10 of the Crash Bandicoot It's About Time playthrough.